Hello.
Hey,
Welcome
how's it
on
going?
What's up,
Monday.
everyone? I'm
What?
back.
Ed's back?
Yeah, back from vacation. Y'all
No,
refreshed and ready to go?
no, I'm actually more tired than before.
It's
I-
That kind of
normally,
I-
vacation.
normally how
well,
it
yeah,
goes.
Yeah.
it was
That
bad
was,
because I didn't actually tell you guys. Oh no, I told you yesterday, Adam, that my tire blew going up the mountain.
you didn't tell me.
Hmm.
I swear I thought I did.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
well, yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so one of my tires blew going up, but thankfully, Good Samaritan ended up helping us out, so made it to the
Nice.
top. And Tuesday, changed the tire over there.
Nice. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. It was, I know how you feel, though. When we got back from Vegas, we were... I was tired. It was not a relaxing trip at all. So,
Oh,
but...
it wasn't even just that. It's because as soon as I came back, I started going hard at taking pictures of shoes and uploading and everything. But that's the reason why this week was so good. It was
Yeah.
it was good. It was good.
It's no mystery. The more you list, the more you sell.
Exactly.
Is that how it works?
That is, yeah.
Is that why I've been selling stuff? Is this what's going on right now?
Yes, that's it. That's probably
I mean,
90% of it. I'd say the extra 10% is just something you had something that somebody's looking for. So
like I said, it's been a crazy week for us too. I mean, a lot of I think with me listing new stuff, it's starting to push my older stuff back. I mean, up and helping
Yeah.
out with that too.
isn't that weird how that works?
Mhm.
Like
Right?
over the weekend, we sold a bunch of things that have just like we sold a Coca-Cola crew neck that we bought like at like the early stages of Whatnot. Like I think it might have been like the week after we got approved or something like that.
Wow.
And it's been sitting for a while, and somebody just bought it, and then somebody bought another like thing that we had that we bought on Whatnot that's been sitting, and like all of a sudden, and then like throw that in all with like all this weird photography stuff that we're selling. In fact, I got to have Sarah bring in the cabinet card she found today when, in a second, because I got to show you guys this thing. It's it's so funny. It's yeah, it's hysterical. So, but yeah, it's weird how that happens. It just kind of pushes things up into the forefront of everybody. So
Did you guys end up changing your promoted listings to 2%? Or I don't know if you guys do it at all.
no, were we supposed to do that?
Oh, you guys don't know at all?
No, tell us.
Oh, all right. So as
Nope.
for those of you guys who didn't hear, and you two, you and Jimmy, eBay is now is making it mandatory that you need to have promoted listings if you promote at 2% instead of 1% now. If
Damn.
you have your promoted listing still at 1% now, it's basically like you're not promoting it at all. So
Do they
you need
still
to have
charge you if something sells?
I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure.
That's
But yeah. So now if you want to do the bare minimum, it has to be 2%.
yeah. I don't know. Sarah does. She just
Yeah,
does the
that's
recommended promotion.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
Whatever they recommend.
She's already been doing it.
So yeah, I guess we've been doing it. So maybe that's why I've been getting sales. I don't know.
Maybe. Ping's here. Hi, Ping. Hi, Tess.
Ping.
Hey, Tess.
I didn't know this girl from somewhere. Can't think of where.
Hey,
Hi,
stalker.
Jen.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Sarah. Bring in that cabinet card of that dude. There you a second.
Oh.
Hi, Christopher. We're going to where? Oh, he's bailing out on us, Christopher. It's okay.
I
We'll
just
see
came
after.
back too.
We'll see it. Let's see. I feel like 1% has been pointless for like ever. Never do
Yeah,
that.
it really
Yes.
is. Yeah.
The minimum is 2% promotion. I don't promote at all. We do some stuff.
Wow. So you're just giving it away, bro.
Sells a $40 pair of shoes and pays $35.
Ladies' night.
Pays $35 for promotions.
Oh, you're not showing
Ow.
it?
I will in a second. Yeah, I'm gonna let some people filter in here. Oh, you were gonna list it? All right, I'll show it. Okay, I'll show it later. So, yeah, that's bold of you, Tommy. I like it. How much do you pay in promotion fees?
Gee, Chris, I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I make $1 per pair of shoes I buy.
Hey, if you, oh yeah, if you can sell 1,000 a week, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Sure.
But can you imagine all the time that it needs to do all that?
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Paul says, I just listened to Tommy 3 or 4% over the recommendation when I was listening along. There you go. Yeah. Hey, all YouTube viewers care about his gross numbers. They can't handle the truth. He's got a point there.
That's true.
Somebody speaks the truth. Hi, Kristen.
True.
Thanks for
Hi,
coming
Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
Jen is Darke County Picker's secret lover.
Really?
No, there was a secret.
I need to call the cops.
She keeps pulling into my driveway and making me do things.
she's the yin to my yang. Huh?
That's right. Oh, that's sweet.
Precious.
She's the margarita to my blender.
Hey, you back off, bro. Okay.
What's up, Not So Shorty? Thanks for stopping in.
Hey,
William's
what's up,
here.
man? Hey, William.
I thought you were talking of replacing Ed last week. No, we didn't tell him about that yet. You let the cat out of the bag.
Dang it.
Oh, they already did. You guys showed me, remember? At the end
Yeah.
of the stream?
That's right. Did you like our replacement? Do you still have replacement Ed? There it is.
Jeez.
That was a good one. Jimmy was on it with that hat. I like that.
How to find a
Well,
use
it's on
for
you. It's on you guys because when you guys showed me that, I was eating in and out.
Oh. That's it. Can you take him off? Just remove him real quick. He's gone.
Hey, Shorty Resells is back, and it says Shorty Resells again.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, Shorty?
Welcome back, Ed.
Thank you.
I do trending plus 3.5. It averages out to 7 and 8. Not bad. I see that. Yeah.
For Tommy, do you end up still doing your comps based on what sold is, like the exact price, or do you increase to make up the difference of the increase promoted? Because I do everything at 6.5, give or take, but I still leave it at what the sold comps basically say.
So you're not
Well,
increasing it by 6.5%.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm still leaving it at what the sold comps say, and I'm just basically taking the hit for the extra promotion.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what everybody does, but she just searched. It's a delay. So, careful, Adam. He may need a 10-minute nap.
We're at 1. We're keeping tallies today
Okay, got it.
for the sneeze.
Sneezes. Trailer hitch time. Yeah. I don't want to ever do that. So I'll show you guys this cabinet card. It could be worth a couple $100. He's got clothes on. Let's just say that. He's got a bodysuit on, and then this like.
Oh, I see.
diaper
Okay.
thing. Yeah, no, you can see the sleeves right there.
Yeah.
So he's not naked and wearing a diaper, but yeah, that's it. It was taken in Fort Collins, Colorado, by G.T. Wilkins. He's a bare knuckle boxer.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what about if he'd have been in pose though? Like
If he had the fisticuffs pose going,
Man.
it would have been worth like almost $1,000.
Yeah.
Really?
But
Yeah.
yeah, he's a bare knuckle boxer, and
Yeah.
he's probably worth a couple $100.
Yeah.
So
And
pretty interesting, huh?
you can get 2 of them like doing that with each other. Ooh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
talking some money. But still,
The
only $100. Oh well.
yeah, for something we paid cents for, but yeah, no, cool one. It does say return to Marion or Francis on the back. But if you could identify this guy, it could be worth a lot more. Like if he was a champion of some sort, or he won something, it would be worth a lot more. Because I saw a couple go for a couple $1,000s, but they had the name of the guy. So pretty interesting.
And
So
any luck finding out who he is?
I don't even know how to begin that. Like I did a Google image search on just his face, but what comes up is like a bunch of old pictures of people that have kind of like this kind of coloration. It doesn't come up with his face. So no, I don't even know how I'd research that because there's no name on it. The one that went for a couple $1,000 right down here at the bottom where it like you can't really see it, but there's the writing of the studio and then where it was taken. Like the one, it had his name like right here in the middle. So, but Sarah might find him. She already saying that. That's the original Philly flipper. Oh, I'm sorry. I price high to allow for 10 to 15% sale and send offers at 10%. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's the same thing I do.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do, but we do it a little differently. We do all our prices plus 20%, and then our sale of 20% comes off like after an hour or two. But it is cool whenever we list something immediately and it sells like that before the sale kicks on. So we're like, sweet, extra 20%.
Right.
So everybody's laughing. Sarah says she'll find him. I'm a sleuth. Well, there you go. He was 1876 bare knuckle broke back mountain champion. Probably not. There's no date at all. Brokeback Mountain. We can't really get into that, but look,
No.
when after the live, Google the movie Brokeback Mountain. You'll understand the joke. No year. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there is something etched right above the photographer's name, and it looks like a number. So we need a loop to see it, though. So, yeah, that might help us out. Hi, Mark. Thanks
Mark.
for coming in. We appreciate it. Mark didn't get to see it, so I'll show you, Mark. It's our cabinet card of the week here. Bare knuckle boxer in a diaper. He has clothing.
And do you know who that is, Mark?
Yeah. Do you have an idea? Have an idea who that is?
I mean, that dude's proud of himself, man. So he might be somebody, man.
Well, it's funny when I looked it up. Like, there's a bunch of those guys wearing this little getup, or they don't have the bodysuit on and just the diaper, and I'm like, can you imagine? Like, they're like, all right, you're gonna fight another guy in a ring with your bare hands, and you're gonna wear this. How could we emasculate you just a little bit more and put you in a ring with somebody? So,
Yeah.
and if you live in Cali, you don't know Brokeback Mountain, your taxes are going to go up 85%. Might be true.
I'm a very secluded person here.
Price it like you have the name the person buying. Price it like you have the name. The person buying it knows who he is, probably. That's a good point. But the Mark, the difference between one of those without the name and one of those with the name is like $200, and then the ones with the name, they're like $1,500. So I don't know. That might be a bit of a swing. So yeah. Karen at the beach wants to know how your vacation was.
Hi, Karen. It was awesome. You know, other than my tire blowing out going up the mountain, but other than that, the cabin was nice. It was nice, relaxing until the kids started screaming. And unfortunately, I was not able to visit the thrift stores up there because they were closed.
So you couldn't work.
No, but the thing is, you know, up there it's I mean, you know, Adam, it's more like a retirement, like old community. So you already know some of the good stuff they might have up there.
Yeah, it's true.
But unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. And they actually have two thrift stores up there. They have one that's just a regular thrift store, and they have another one that specifically says senior citizens thrift store. I mean,
so is it like a thrift store only for senior citizens, or is it a thrift store that gets their stuff from senior citizens?
I mean, I believe it's only for senior citizens. I have no idea, but the only thing I was able to see was that they had a bunch of furniture outside, and I don't know, maybe some of them were Ethan Allen's, who knows? But again, I was closed, so I wasn't able to see. But the actual thrift store as well was closed, so I couldn't even go.
Interesting. That won't be bad. I mean, that could be good, but yeah, I don't ever mind going on vacation and not being able to work. I'm like, it's too bad. I'm going to have to relax and not do anything.
So see, the thing, on the second day, I was relaxing, but my phone was blowing up with offers and sales. So, I mean, I wasn't going to complain, but...
No. There's nothing like being able to pay for the vacation before you've left the vacation.
Exactly.
That is one of the benefits to our jobs. James Figg was the first bare knuckle champion in 1719. I don't think it's that old. If it was James Figg, it would be great if it was him, but I don't think it is. They did not buy it because of the name. They bought it because of it's one of a kind, my thinking. I can see that. Tommy's still on you about the mountain. Yo, Rosie, what's happening?
Hi, Rosie. Are you still mad about the McCarr thing?
Go high with best offer. Perceived value is seen. Okay, we'll do it. Hi, Sal. Thanks for coming in.
So
I appreciate it. Also, if you find out the person like him, you can 100% say it's him. Yeah, Sarah's going to look into it and see what we can come up with. Yeah.
I'd say price it high. I mean, I forgot. Oh, I ended up getting a 1992 vintage Bud Light sponsorship backpack. There were no
Alright.
soul comps or nothing. I I just guessed and I priced it for $120, I believe, and it
Mhm.
sold for full price on Poshmark.
Nice.
And I just took a guess on that. My minimum on that was gonna be $50, but someone purchased it full price. I'm like, I ain't gonna complain. I packed it up that same day and I dropped it off at that post office the same day.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll go high on it. I don't know. Sarah's going to look into it probably tonight and see what we can come up with. Yeah, and that's another thing. We never sold those vaudeville albums that we shot for the moon on, so we actually have to reprice those, I think. But they're still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Karen says flat tire on those California narrow mountains roads can be scary for sure.
The Big Bear roads are actually kind of wider, especially
Are
when
they?
there's the passes, and
Yeah.
that's where it happened with me. So I was able to go to the side, and it's one of those sides where it's like really wide. So I was
Oh, good.
I was away from that.
Good. Yeah, some of those mountain passes in the Sierras, you're like,
Yep. I mean, I went down on my motorcycle, and I believe one of those mountains actually. And I
Yeah.
survived.
coming down the opposite end, coming away from LA on the Grapevine, going down into the valley. That's always at night. It's super scary.
Yeah.
Because
There's no lights there.
Well, there's no lights, and all the tractor trailers that are going down the hill all have their brakes on, so all you can see is these glowing rotors going down the street, and you're like, "This is ridiculous. I'm gonna die."
Especially during winter or rainy or foggy
yeah.
nights. Those are the worst.
Disaster. Yeah. Send it to get graded. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we still never sold the vaudeville albums. I sell postcards for $4.55 or more that have sold for $1 all the time. That's true. Yeah, we do too. We randomly sold 2 postcards that were aerial shots of Oakland, Maryland, which most people probably don't know there is an Oakland, Maryland. But there is. It's just south of Penn. It's like the little chunk of Maryland that touches Pennsylvania. Because there's West Virginia, Virginia, and then there's this little chunk of Maryland that touches Pennsylvania, and Oakland's right in there. And yeah, they're just old aerial photos from like the 70s, and someone bought each one of those for $4, and we probably paid a penny for them. So people find what they want and they buy it.
About how many postcards do you sell a day?
Lately, it's been we sold 4 over the weekend. 2, 4, 5, 6 over the weekend. But if you count, I have to watch tomorrow's video also. If you count the photos in there, we probably sold 26 photos or so, plus the postcards. So like I have a stack I have a box of rubber bands now because I'm rubber banding all the small things together. Well, I mean, I've just got tired of them because, this gets lost super easy. You know what I mean? And we've been getting a lot of things lost. So what I'm doing is when I have a stack of these, I'll just rubber band them all together and stick them in the bag. And then if I have a stack of the bigger ones, I'll just rubber band all these together and stick them in the bag. And, that kind of thing. So I just am trying to give them as little opportunity to lose something that's tiny as possible. So that's what I've been doing. And it seems to be working. But yeah, we've been selling a lot of it, and it's all going to tie in a little more when you watch the video tomorrow, because there's a reason we're doing this. It's not because we do like this stuff, and Sarah really enjoys listing and researching and stuff like that. But there's another reason, and I'd recommend you watch the video tomorrow to find out why. No,
Plug.
Yeah, shameless promotion. But
Everybody just watch the video.
no, I mean,
Okay.
okay. when recessions happen and when things get more expensive and stuff like that, you have to make the most of your money. You have to make the most of your time. The most, the last thing you want to do is be like, "We're going garage sailing. Where are we going? I don't know." And then driving around in circles going to garage sales. That's not a real good. Jimmy's like, "Ah, crap."
you been following me too?
Jimmy's just looking for signs. Garage sale.
Oh, that's exactly how I am every Saturday when we're coming back from the flea market. Garage sale, garage sale, garage
Yeah.
sale.
Well, I
And-
mean, but that's kind of that's not a dumb way of approaching it either, because you're on your way back anyways. You know what I mean? So taking a little deviation is not. But like before, like Sarah and I would be like, okay, let's go to some thrift stores today, and we go to, this one, and then we go to that one, and then we go to that one, and we go to that one, and it's just not. That's not a real great way to approach sourcing these days, because at $5 a gallon, that gets expensive. Well, Ed's just under $6. Ping told us yesterday that they're celebrating that you guys got under $6 a gallon.
I mean, 449. Who's bragging?
Really?
Well, for me, it's
It is, but-
five.
It's still ridiculous.
For me, it's $5.39, and then I use one of their apps so I could get 10 cents cheaper, so $5.29. So it's not much, but
Yeah.
still something.
It's sad that we are as close to you as we are, because we're at 489 and falling a little. I've seen 460, for like 465 or something in the area, because like anywhere you can't judge gas prices really that well from my area, because we're so close to the airport, and all those gas stations kind of hike their prices because they get the last minute
Yeah.
rental car people.
Yeah.
But near my house it's at 489, and then a little further it's like 460 something. So it is coming down, but
You guys
it's still
lucky.
expensive. It's still expensive. You wouldn't want to drive around in circles. So
I know in Anaheim where Ping is, it's more pricier, only because of the city,
Yeah.
Disneyland.
well, you got to get everybody gassing up for Disneyland.
I mean, you already know how much they pay for the hotels.
Jimmy did that when we went through the mountains coming back to South Carolina. He was white knuckling that steering wheel the whole time.
Who is this lady?
I don't know. Did you go to South Carolina with her or something?
When was this?
You gotta explain to me what white knuckling means.
And you're holding on real tight, and
Oh,
your
I see.
hands turn white.
Well, okay. So in my defense, I was in my mom's brand new car. So, and on the visor it says "will tip." I mean, so when we were going down the hill, it was starting to rock, and I was like, "Is this thing coming off the top?" It was weird. And then the semis would come by, like, "Whoa." I was like,
Oh yeah.
this is." And Jen, tell them about the semi that was on fire right beside us going down this hill, man.
Oh, it wasn't. His brakes were on fire.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Wow.
please don't swerve and hit my mom. in the car, man.
That would be terrible. When comping cards, I go outside of eBay all the time. Giggle,
Krakow?
Cacao,
Croc-
Hip, etc.
Krakow.
Cacao, Hip, etc. Prices are just all over the place. True. Mark had 35 postcards go out today. So
Nice.
he has something like 10,000 listed or something like that. So I sold some this wooden block / marble track by a German brand called Haba. Basically, instantly the other day, they paid $30 plus shipping. Interesting. Never
Do you think
heard of that.
you underpriced it?
I don't know.
I never heard of it either.
Oakland, Maryland is next to Delaware. Shouldn't be anywhere near Pennsylvania unless there's two. I drive through it all the time. Oh, I was wrong. I don't know Maryland all that well. My bad, Tommy. Thanks. Oh, oops, there is another one. Wow, that's crazy. There you go. There is. I thought it was right in the inlet, but I wasn't sure. Hi, Bartermania. Thanks for coming in.
Hey.
Bearded PokeTuber, what's happening?
Hello.
Wait, Tommy, two of the same city in the same state. Yeah, I think it is. That's Maryland for you.
That's wild.
We'll be traveling 16 hours. I will be traveling 16 hours to source for postcards. I hope you have like a deal set up at the end of that trip. Like, I hope you're not just driving there in hopes that you're going to get postcards, because that would be a long time to go for nothing.
And my question is, how many postcards are you getting?
Yeah, I need to know more about this. I need to know more about this, and I need to know where you're going and the address. If you could send it to me, and the guy's phone number.
I mean, there has to be a reason why you're driving 16 hours for postcards.
Oh, I'm sure it's a big haul. Ping says $5.97 gallon unleaded. So it looks like they renamed the one closer to me, Paul. I'm all up on Google. I've known it as Oakland my entire life. Now it's called Henderson. See, take that, Tommy. I know my Maryland better than you. Well, I'm 2 miles from Disneyland, but I don't go buy gas near the place, as the gas stations are way too expensive.
Oh,
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Wow. And yeah, they are.
You know how hillbillies are. They just name stuff whatever they want. I probably was told wrong. It's true. It sold for 75. The only listed was 125. No solds. My box was super damaged. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's
I
good
don't
actually.
think you underpriced it. I think someone was just waiting for that to come.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that was the least of my worries. I was more worried about him hitting us and flipping us over than that wannabe guardrail falling down the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds extreme. I know exactly what you're talking about. Was that in Virginia? Going down to North Carolina?
It was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah. 'Cause
exactly
it was
what
like
hill you're
literally
talking
you
about.
were like. It's like.
And think of the grapevine, but like 25, 30 miles long.
Oh God, no! Wait,
And you're constantly. I mean, it's just.
It's
nuts.
long. It's definitely longer than the grapevine, all the way down. And you're going down and you're winding, but you're going down and you're wind. And then there's one part where you're just like, it's not fun because the whole time, like you said, what happens is the most of the tractor trailers don't brake all that much because they don't want to kill their brakes, so they're using their engine brake. But they're not really. They can't go slower than you, so they're going boom right by you, and you're like. What is happening? Like all of a sudden, all these tractor trailers are coming right by you. So it's almost like they're all in the fast lane, and all the cars should be in the slow lane because they're just. Whoa.
Yeah, it was crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So, Adam, I'm going to Massachusetts. Remember? Yeah, I know. I remember. I just didn't know all the details.
So you're halfway.
Yeah. So Mark was telling us, and we were going to meet up, but we'll be in Delaware that weekend. That week. So he'll be here, and we'll be on the East Coast. So
Nice.
we'll be closer to Tommy, and Mark will be closer to us, which makes perfect sense. So 16 hours. What would that take you? Like 5 years of sales to pay for the gas? That's right. The road is fun. That road is definitely has a pucker factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flipped out. Wife and I are going for a drive and leaving on Saturday. Don't have to have a return date in some time, so we might be home. It depends on what time when you come back. Sarah's sad. We have like 100 antique stores. I bet no one looks for postcards. Someone could probably find good stuff. For some reason, Delaware sells crazy high. Yeah, we plan on sourcing when we're in Delaware. That's part of our plan. We went to a couple cool thrift stores. The one thrift store we went to, Jimmy and Ed, we had just started to kind of figure out vintage shirts, like just barely. Like we knew enough to look at the stitching, and that's about it. And all the shirts were 50 cents. All the t-shirts were 50 cents. And we found like an 80s New York Yankees shirt, single stitch, sold for like $45 or something like that. We found a couple other single stitches that sold. Like we didn't know what we were doing, so we bought like anything that had single stitch on it. We were like, ooh, single stitch. And it was like Delaware Fun Run 1975. Or you're like, whoops. But I think a few of them sold, but yeah, but we plan to go back to that one. It's like Veteran Run. I remember they had sealed VHS tapes there for $0.25.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that'd have been perfect for that little phase that just went through, man.
Yeah. Didn't Commonwealth just sell one for a couple thousand or something?
Yeah, I think that was a repeat. I'm joking. No,
Okay. I don't know. I saw the thumbnail and I meant to watch it and I forgot.
There are some that are still up there.
Yeah.
Obviously.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Indiana Jones, the original cover Indiana Jones, which there's two covers. You'd have to see which one's which. But one of those covers, they didn't make a lot of them. And that cover sells for like a couple $1,000 if it's sealed.
Yeah.
Was it graded or non-graded?
No, non-graded.
No.
You can tell that one's sealed because it has like the. I don't think I have one, but on the bottom it has the
The crinkle.
It's not a crinkle; it's like a stamp that
Yeah.
says Paramount on it or something,
Yeah.
and it
Uh-huh.
just so you can tell it's original just from seeing that. But yeah,
Wow.
I think
you got one.
I'm
But yeah, that one, like the original Star Wars, those will sell for tons of money. Stuff like that will sell for.
Is the mask one still valuable or not anymore?
The mask.
The shirts are.
I've never even heard of the mask being valuable. Ooh. Yeah,
Oh,
see
okay.
how it has a stamp
Got
on
it.
the bottom? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 'cause they'll have them there generally on the sides.
Is that what's that one worth?
Oh, this one's not really worth that much. Like $20
I love
or something.
Everybody hates that movie.
Oh, this one's hilarious.
I love that movie.
Especially when they
I
go
think
around
that
the
movie-
circle.
I think that movie's so funny. People don't like it because they don't. The Audrey in that one makes Sarah angry.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that has the other one. Yeah.
Did they ever have the same Audrey twice? They never had the same Rusty twice either.
No.
So,
Who's your favorite Rusty?
my favorite Rusty?
I know we're going off topic, but now that we bring up the vacation movies,
It would
I've
be
never
a
seen that one,
toss.
by the way.
It would be a toss up between the original Rusty. See,
I like Vegas Vacation Rusty.
I was going to say I love Nick Papagiorgio in Vegas Vacation, but I would say the European Vacation Rusty and the Vegas Vacation Rusty are my two favorites. Because the European Vacation Rusty uses words that are like super 80s.
Right.
Like he's like, "Oh, Dad, that's really rank," or something like that, and he has like all the old like 80s style. Like it's just awesome. So I think those are my two favorite Rusties. So, and do you have any? You know what we're talking about, right?
All the
Completely blank.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
I've never seen any of them.
You've never seen Christmas Vacation?
That's why I'm lost. I have no idea what you guys are talking
Dude,
Booty Mount.
the best Christmas movie you will ever see.
I have an ornament in here for $70 because of that movie.
Yeah, that's the movie. It's one of the best Christmas movies you'll ever see.
So
And I would say, how old are your kids?
Mine?
Yeah, I mean you don't have to give me their exact age, like a range. Right?
2.
Okay. Then no, you can't watch it with your kids. I mean, it doesn't have like any nudity or anything in it, but there's some swearing.
it's verbal, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Hey,
As getting torn up
yeah you're
right
getting
now.
tore up right now. This is gonna be
You
worse
bring-
than the ZZ Top, buddy.
I just saw it.
You bring Dave out of the woodwork. What? What?
Dave's just been chilling.
How many people face planted?
Rosie sold a lot of sealed action movies for $20. It was 6 movies. None of them had any solds above 3. That's a good idea. A long box of postcards is approximately $3,600 in listings for me. There you go. The best postcards I found last year were from antique stores. Same with us. You're gonna get brutalized here. Dave's
Don't
here.
look. Ed's not looking at the screen right now. He's gone.
Ed would like Christmas Vacation. You would like the opening scene. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? Ed is waiting for the Christmas Story to hit the theaters. Oh man.
I mean, the story.
Is that the one where the boy gets his tongue stuck in the pole?
There you go.
Okay,
There you
I've seen that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean, you
good.
gotta think about like this. If for me as a kid, I was very secluded, and I was that person that liked anime that I didn't care about watching anything else.
Yeah.
That was my thing. So it was just anime, video games, and that's it. And then
It's-
of course your dark humor movies like Scary Movie, Dodgeball, kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. But I didn't. That one never really caught my interest though.
You probably would like Christmas Vacation because it's basically a family Christmas that goes horribly wrong. Like when you think it can't get worse, it does in the most hilarious way.
That's the one that I think either you or Jimmy sold it. That there was a beer can or something that had to have a specific character that is sold for a bunch of money.
Oh,
I remember one you guys mentioned. I just don't remember what it is.
yeah.
That's my Christmas.
That
movie.
was it a pet?
I don't know.
I don't
Oh,
remember,
you had
actually.
you had the moose cup. The moose.
Oh, the moose
moose,
mugs.
yeah,
The moose
yeah,
mugs. Yeah, that's what they're from.
But
Yeah, the moose
But that
mugs.
it had to be a specific one, right? Not that there were
Yeah, so
different kinds.
there's 2 different moose mugs. There's the big one, like that was actually in the movie, and then they made these little tiny ones that are. I had it on when we had that little Christmas where I had the Blackhawks jersey and I had the little moose mug, and the little moose mugs are like a shot of eggnog, like you're like, but the real ones are like this big around. So yeah. I don't care for Chevy Chase. I think I did see where he went to Wally World and it was closed. Yeah, that was the first vacation, which is also really, really funny. And the funny thing is it takes place, or they're driving to what they call Wally World, which would be Knott's Berry Farms in L.A. But I don't. It's not Knott's Berry Farms anymore, is it?
It's still Knott's Berry Farm. The one in
it's up on
the park,
on
right?
the mountain. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, the mountain?
Or no, maybe it's not on the mountain.
Because we have Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, Adventure
I think it's
City.
Knott's Berry Farms. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, so they drove across country to go to an amusement park, which it was supposed to be Disneyland, but Disney wouldn't let them use it in the movie because the movie had nudity in it and swearing, so they didn't. No.
And Knott's let them use it?
No, they rebranded it as Wally World, but
okay.
for the movie, like to show the amusement park, it was Knott's Berry Farms.
Got it.
But you wouldn't recognize it because it's Knott's Berry Farms from the 80s, so it looks totally different. There's wooden coasters everywhere, but yeah, all three of them are funny. The one you can skip is I guess I wouldn't skip any of them. The European Vacation, Vegas Vacation's funny. Vegas Vacation out of all of them is probably the worst, but that's not saying much because it's still really funny too. So,
Yeah.
Ed sat in his room and watched Porky's on repeat until the tape broke. I bet. No, I don't think he has any clue what Porky's is. I'm going to tell you that right now. Do not watch that with the kids around.
No.
No. That was a dangerous movie in the 70s and 80s when they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a good
idea
movie.
what any of those. I have no idea what any of those are.
See, I was really like Stern bought the rights. Howard Stern bought the rights to Porky's, and he was going to remake it. And I was actually looking forward to that because if anybody can remake Porky's, it would have been him, and he never did it. So, yeah, if you find Department 56 Christmas Vacation, Todd and Margot's house, buy it. Yeah, it's worth a ton because they didn't make a lot of them. So, they're the neighbor. You got to watch the movie. They're the neighbors.
Oh man, I'm so lost.
I saw those movies when they came out in theater in a mall. There you go. Dave thinks European Vacation is the worst. That's a tough one. For me, it'd be a toss up between Vegas. See, I like Vegas Vacation because it's like when I'm going to Vegas, I watch it like as a ritual. Like it's just part of my thing. I'm like, I'm going to Vegas. I got to watch Vegas Vacation. Like I watched it on the plane ride there. I watched it like every other day, the week leading up to it. So I like Vegas Vacation, but European Vacation's super funny. When they get stuck in the roundabout in the Big Ben Parliament. Look, kids, that's so funny.
I did see Harold and Kumar. Those I did see.
Those were funny.
Yeah.
Those are really funny. The Christmas one was a little weird, but
Still hilarious though.
I didn't like the where they went to jail one. That one's kind of like
the Guantanamo Bay one.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. I don't think I saw that one.
it was kind of like you could tell they were done with it. So this was
Yeah. Was Doogie Howser in that one too?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't remember. That's what's his actual name? I can't remember.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, yeah. He
I
was in the
don't think
first.
he was.
He was in the first one, and he was in the Christmas one for sure.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
Yeah.
If any, he probably was filming How I Met Your Mother between that time.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, he was good in both of those though. Hi Laura, thanks for coming in. Tommy says I'm hoping that will be Stern's retirement project. Yeah, the man needs to retire. There's no doubt about that.
There you go.
Doogie was in it. I guess.
Okay.
It was in. I don't think I ever saw Guantanamo. I saw the original, which was awesome.
White Castle.
They were going to White Castle, which
Yeah.
I can kind of appreciate to a point because I would do that for In-N-Out Burger.
Yes.
Jimmy, that's what we should do. We'll just get a bunch of weed and drive across country to go to In-N-Out Burger. Would you guys quit your job to drive across country? Like we're sourcing.
I could just
Something.
take my job with me, man.
So, but yeah,
I got to take this meeting for a second.
Visine.
Luckily,
gee.
luckily, I don't have to have my camera on. We're good.
That's right. I've seen so many TikToks of people like making like excuses why they can't have their camera on, and they're like in the pool. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, my camera's not working. I can't. So I'm just gonna be my camera's just gonna be off on this Zoom meeting." And then there's the guy that uses the green screen and like he's bicycling.
Yeah, that was
And then he
hilarious.
crashes while he's on the Zoom call. And then he took it one step further and he was in a UFC match while the Zoom call was going on. Oh, that would be hilarious.
I honestly didn't even know they were still doing Zoom calls. I thought that was done already.
I think so. I mean, they
We
must
still
be.
do. We still
You
do,
do.
but
You do?
but our company has so many divisions that we have
Yeah,
to,
I guess
we
you
have
would
to
kind of
talk.
have to, huh?
Jimmy would just be there in a freeze frame the whole time.
Yeah, it's like
That's right.
just
You should
ac-
Get like a
actually-
mannequin with a sticker.
Actually, Thursday we were with a client, and the purchasing guy was supposedly sick, and he was outside, and he left his camera on. He's walking his dog out in the yard, and my boss is like, "Brian, check your camera." They're like, "Ooh." But this is before everybody else logged in. It was funny. I was dying.
Did you see the guy that naps during his Zoom calls? He's got those glasses that looks like his eyes, and he's laying in bed the whole time, and he's got his laptop inverted so it looks like he's sitting up, and he's just laying there sleeping. My favorite thing during like the pandemic when everybody was working remotely was the guy that attached taped a stick to his fan and then taped it to his mouse so his mouse would move back and forth and so that his computer wouldn't go to sleep.
Wait, man, that's a genius.
I was like, that is a smart move. Jimmy and Adam go to In-N-Out Burger. That's right. I would watch it. It would be great.
Let's do it.
My brother-in-law brought White Castle here, and my 4-year-old granddaughter said, "What stinks?"
Did you get the frozen one or from the actual restaurant?
I think there's White Castles in Illinois.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure.
We
Yeah.
have them.
You guys have them. We don't have them.
You don't have them?
Nope.
See, you
Are
killed
they in LA?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Really?
No, we
You
don't
guys
have
don't have them?
I wanted to
I
get it
don't
while
think
we were
so.
in Vegas, but I just couldn't get away from In-N-Out Burger long enough to go get them.
I mean, it was.
Or I wasn't walking
right
by
there.
one in the middle of the night when I was drunk, or else I definitely would have gotten them. I'd have been like, 6-pack, give me a 12-pack. Let's do this.
Oh, that would not.
You
That
would
would
find
be a
them
good-
outside the hotel door with next to the In-N-Out Burger one.
That's right. Yeah, just throwing them. Saddest thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's like White Castle, In and Out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I mean, I like White Castle. I don't think it's bad. Like, I mean, it is bad, but I mean, it tastes good. But I mean, it just it was in Casino Royale, which was down past Harrah's. So like, I would have had to make a conscious effort to walk all the way down there to get it, and I didn't. So yeah, that was just it. Most people I know still work from home, so there you go. Yeah, still going on.
That's true.
Dave does 6 Zoom calls a day. Wow.
it's about what we do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much for me. I coded a mouse mover app for my laptop at work, and they knew if you were active or not. I was always active. Nice. Mark was the original slacker.
I'm just amazed by the effort a lot of people did to not work.
I feel like if you give any human being the ability to not work, if it's something where you get paid by the hour, you know what I mean? Like for us, it wouldn't work out that way. Like we'd just go broke. But like if you give the ability for somebody to do that, they're gonna find ways not to work. It's like people finding ways to, like when George Costanza worked harder at staying on unemployment than he did trying to get a job. Like, and everybody was like, dude, if you work this hard getting a job, you'd have a job by now.
True.
So Ping says, I got some White Castle burgers while visiting WDW 30 years ago. They might have, I think they've changed a bit since then, Ping. They're still, sliders. So In-N-Out wins by a landslide. Yeah, probably. Laura loves White Castle. What's up, Cameron?
Hey,
How's it going? Happy Monday. In-N-Out is my favorite burger. Same, Ping.
Mine's
same.
McDonald's. 'Cause that's all we can get here. No.
I'm so mad at McDonald's still holding a grudge.
I still remember when I ran into you guys in the morning, and you're like, you're in Vegas, and you literally went to McDonald's. I was like, don't judge me, bro.
It's like
I
it's
didn't-
like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. He comes rolling in with a McDonald's bag and a Coke in his hand, and I'm like, "You're in like Hell's Kitchen is right across the street. You could eat at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant
I needed my coffee
right there.
Okay?
And you've got McDonald's."
It's like, don't judge me, man. I had a bad time even trying to get here, man.
That's true. I just thought it was hilarious. But you had to put in an effort to get that thing because it was either that direction or that direction. It wasn't right down the road. But yeah, no, that was funny. That was pretty hilarious. And then you found In-N-Out Burger and you probably never, you probably won't do that again. So,
Absolutely.
All right, can I bring it back to reselling really quick, guys?
yeah, sure. Just
Sure, I
play,
guess.
play the Commonwealth picker card with it.
Yeah. All right, you
Now,
two.
I just want your opinion really quick on what
Sure.
you guys would have done.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
So sold a pair of boots on Facebook Marketplace, $100. You already know Facebook Marketplace, no returns unless
No
they
returns?
go.
I don't know.
No. Yeah, then so there's no returns unless you go the purchase protection route.
Okay.
Guy messaged me saying that the boots they were ripped and not
Mhm.
waterproof when clearly they are. The boots were amazing. They were awesome.
Mhm.
He was basically saying, don't make this any harder. Just refund me my money. I'll send you the boots back at my cost, at his cost, and then just to refund him via Facebook, which I honestly didn't know you could do that, but I saw a button that there is that you could.
Mhm.
But he messaged me during 4th of July, so I was ignoring him afterwards.
Mhm.
Come back Tuesday, he said that, I just sold something, sorry. and basically the last message that he said was, don't make this hard, just make it easy. And I never responded to him. All he did was leave a 1-star review saying all that. I replied, and that's it. Would you guys have accepted the return with him paying the return shipping and you refunding his money, or would you just leave it how it is? And that's that I showed that there are no tears and there were no flaws with these at all.
So I think what I would have done was told him to send the shoes back, and when I get the shoes back, I'll refund you. And then, if he was lying, he was lying. If he wasn't, he wasn't. I feel like that would work twice for you, because if he is lying, then, if he's lying, he's not going to pay to ship them back to you. Like it's just going to go away naturally. If he's not lying, then maybe there really is something wrong with it, and easily you could just refund him the money and resell them with the hole or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Or the other option is what you did and just ignore them and take the 1 star.
I mean,
Yeah.
I personally don't care about the ratings on Facebook because it's my lowest platform, anyways.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as you already know, if we do it like that, he could do the switcheroo. We don't know. And on Facebook,
Well,
if that
that's
happens, you're
what I was
done.
going to say. I was like, it sounded like he was very scamming.
Oh, so you guys are saying that he has another pair of boots that he's going to throw in there with the other ones?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
Oh.
Or
Yeah,
about the
maybe
same-
you might have taken the best approach by accident.
Well, I mean, granted, I did it on purpose because, for one, it was vacation. I wasn't going to deal with that. And two, I wasn't going
And
to deal with it.
Facebook doesn't have any recoil. Like, there's nothing that can happen to you.
Not that I know of, other than them doing the purchase protection, which I could appeal, and I could clearly show via the pictures that there were no tears. The boots were in great condition. They look basically brand new, other than needing a small cleaning, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we already know how Facebook support is. It's pretty bad.
Joke. Yeah, no, that's the truth. Yeah, I think maybe you might have done the better thing. What a burger. Nah. Dude, they had the best coffee though. It was weird. The coffee tasted better than our McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Oh, the McDonald's
Yeah.
there in Vegas was better than the McDonald's coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. Rosie says no returns. Laura says yes, what Adam said. Karen saying scammer. Laura saying scammer. Just send him a link for the list perfectly, Ed, and call it a day. I like it. Yeah. I guess you're probably right. They might have just switched them on you. So, Maybe you did the
Yeah,
right
so
thing. I don't know. I've never had it go that far with Facebook. The furthest we ever had it go was that lady with the Furby that said it didn't work on Christmas morning. That was the most I've ever had from most of the time from Facebook. We just never hear from them again.
That's right.
exactly.
But
Same.
Either that or they just give you the 1 star, which in reality, who really care? I mean, I personally don't care.
Facebook for us has been pretty crappy. We got back on it just to make a little extra money and get some more eyes whenever things slowed down. And like literally, we sell one thing a week on Facebook. I mean, every now and again we'll have like 3 or 4 sales in a week. But for the you know what? I was actually going to talk about this yesterday, and I'm glad you brought it up. There's a couple things about the marketplace that bother me. I mean, other than the fact that like there's no support and anything like that. But one of the major things that bothers me is that there's no noise or push notification or anything that comes up when you sell something. It just not for us, not for me. Just a one appears near on my Facebook, and it's a Facebook notification.
Uh-huh.
So there's no cha-ching. There's no hey, you sold something. Like it says, there's a one that all of a sudden appears on my Facebook, and then I get an email. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's exactly what I get too. I get the email, but the way that I know that it's Facebook notification is different is because my phone does not vibrate. So when I just get the Facebook sound and my phone doesn't vibrate, I was like, oh, I know that's a sale.
Yeah, and Rosie's right. Also, you get a message in Messenger, but
Yeah.
I don't ever get the message. Like I don't get the noise from those messages for some reason.
And for Messenger, it doesn't pop up like a normal message. You get the message, but it's in the actual app. It doesn't pop up like a regular chat does.
Right. So I feel like they could redo that a little better and make it go ching or something. That way, at least you know.
Yeah, but they're marketplace to them is the very low concern for them because I'm in the seller group, of course, and they only do a poll once a month. And they always ask the same question: what can we do to make the marketplace better? And it's always the same things over and over. And then I always put a snarky remark because it's true. And then my comment gets a bunch of likes because it's true. It's like instead of focusing on adding useless feature or trying to promote the marketplace, fix it first, and then you'll have your sellers promoting it. You guys, we're basically doing the work for you for free.
Yeah,
because we're getting paid out of it.
Yeah,
and I love your fees, and that's why we're.
I don't like their payout structure either. I like to have a little more control over it and like get a chunk at the end of the week or something instead of just randomly throwing money into my bank account whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, that's why whenever I get a PayPal transaction in my account, I'm like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, right, it's Facebook."
Yeah, it's weird. So if you have notifications for that, you get pushed. Oh, okay, maybe I'll check it out and maybe change it. I always wonder how high-end running shoes would do on Macari and Facebook, but I can't be bothered to delete the stuff all the time. Tommy, I have a deal for you, buddy. Actually, no. Ed has a deal for you, too.
Right? Well, exactly. Well, for Macari, I think the highest shoe I sold there was $150, but that took a while.
Shoes do pretty good on Facebook, or at least they used to.
They used to. Facebook, I think their shipping is actually more reasonable also for 1 to 2 pounds. Mm-hmm. It's $9.25. Yeah. But I feel uncomfortable listing anything over $100. Basically, if you can afford to lose it, then post it on Facebook. If you can't afford it to lose it, don't post it on Facebook because
that's like the advice my eBay rep gave me the other day. You should buy the extra insurance on this because it's going to get lost.
Oh, that's right. The first class one?
Sure. I was just not having it that day. I had had an idiot on the phone with the bank, an idiot on the phone with T-Mobile the night before, and then this guy, he picked the wrong time to just act like an idiot because I'm like, no. Because I literally said to the guy, I was like, does this sound right to you to do to any customer? Like, hey, customer, we know this is going to get lost, but don't worry, we insured it on our end. Have a nice day. He's like, no, it really doesn't. And I'm like, maybe we should come up with another solution to this problem. Jerk. But I feel like Macari does pretty well with shoes too. And Tommy, the FedEx Smart Post, I believe, gives you insurance up to $100.
But I mean, look what happened with Rosie. They're just gonna say, like, oh, well, you didn't package those shoes correctly. They're bad.
Yeah, but shoes don't get damaged very often. So I don't
As
know.
far
The
as Macari is
$7.99
concerned, they will.
the $7.99 Smart Post is on Macari has saved our butt on a few things because there's things that like will be on eBay and it will cost $12-13 to get to California and it's only $8. It takes a few extra days, but it works out. So
Sir.
yeah. Sarah doesn't like their payouts. Is that a flat rate price for shipping? Facebook shipping? Yeah,
It is.
it is. It's a weight range, so it's like 2 to 5 pounds, 5 pounds to 10 pounds, 10 pounds and over, and then I think it's 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, and then 10 and over.
10 to 20.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
20 is their max.
They give you two options: USPS and UPS, right? No
Yeah.
FedEx. Yeah.
No FedEx.
So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, their shipping system and their listing system is same with Macari is much easier than eBay, but there's
shipping is
times
way
where
better.
there's times where it doesn't work out. Like if it's something that's 2 pounds that's going to Ohio, it'd be $8 to ship it, from eBay, but it'd be 13 on Facebook.
Right.
So that's when
You could always just use your own label.
yeah, but then you really don't have any protection whatsoever.
Yeah, it's over.
I mean, what little protection they offer is gone. Yeah, athletic wear, including shoes, do really well. Yeah. So, let's see. I mean, eBay has a 300% sell through. How much time wasted versus time money made is the question. Most things sell in a week or less. I guess I could just list all the junk, like Asics and New Balance, etc. Yeah, you could. I would start there actually if I were you, Tommy, and just list all your kind of your scragglers, and then see what happens from there. You'll probably find out that you might actually like it because, like I said, their listing is really simple. It's a very simple form. There's not a lot of details that you need to really go into it. It's real easy. So
Yeah, it's really easy.
did you notice T-Mobile's 5G phones having issues? No. I love my 5G on T-Mobile.
Mine is fine.
Yeah. Jimmy, do you have T-Mobile?
No,
No.
I have Cricket.
You have Cricket?
I did have T-Mobile and I switched to Cricket.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they work? All right.
Yeah, they run off AT&T.
Oh, do they?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Huh.
Yeah,
I- 'cause-
T-Mobile where we're at, because I think it might have been the whole Sprint transaction, because we had Sprint and
Yeah.
trying to go to T-Mobile. We just couldn't get service. So we
Yeah.
went to Cricket. First, I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't want to go to Cricket, man. I've been on Sprint since I've been 16, and then
Yeah.
I love it. It's weird.
Huh. I remember I had Cricket when they first rolled it out, and I'll never forget, like, it was the worst cell service you could have because you'd be
Yeah.
driving down the road on like a clear day and call's gone. You're like, it's unlimited, but I can't walk out of my house or else it'll drop the call.
They're a lot better now. Yeah, they're running off AT&T now, so they're
Yeah,
good.
cool. Hi, Susan. Thanks for stopping in. Pirate Ship, do love Pirate Ship. No, you don't have any protection on Facebook, but also they almost never make you give the buyers their money back. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know.
Well-
I just ship within their system because it seems very difficult not to be able to ship in their system. And they refuse to let me have my PO box as my return address, which is garbage. Like I can
I
put it
always-
in manually
Uh-huh.
every time, but I just after a while I'm like I don't care.
Yeah, I just do it manually too because shit, I was gonna go there. Sorry for cussing.
Yeah, that's
And it just slipped out.
Ed's still on vacation, man. That's it.
Kinda.
it's all right. Sarah
And,
did it yesterday too. I guess that's the
Yeah,
we're like, we're like South Park. We allow one S bomb every show.
it won't happen again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's gonna get returned there anyways, and I've never had that happen. And the one time that it did happen, it was those Crocs that I told you about that Facebook forced me to return the money to them. But thinking that this buyer was gonna do the same thing, do a purchase protection claim, I went back and checked that order, and Facebook actually refunded me the money back for those Crocs. So I actually got the money back for it. I'm like, oh, cool.
Awesome. It worked out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the 50 emails did had something to do with it.
Yeah.
It was $20, but it's $20.
Yeah.
Back his money.
I gotta ask Tommy a question. Why didn't you include Poshmark in your question? Because I think if I was selling high-end shoes, I would be selling them on Poshmark.
Yep.
Because shipping is ridiculously simple, and
Yes.
there is no these don't fit return policy. Like if they don't fit, the buyer's on their own. The only way they'll ever take a return back is if you missed something, like sold them a ripped pair of sneakers or something and just didn't picture it, or you told them it was a pair of Asics and it was a pair of Adidas or something blatant, and then they'll take the return.
I've had 5 did not fit or did not like returns on Poshmark, and I won all of them because all I had to do was cite Poshmark does Poshmark's policy does not allow returns for fit or anything. You're more welcome to reposh it to get your money back, but no, I'm not gonna accept the item back.
Yeah, same. We've never had anybody send something back. We had one where we didn't disclose a hole and we didn't know it was there. There was like a hole like in a seam, and it was one of those holes that like you only notice when you try it on, but when it's just hanging there, you don't notice it. And we took it back, and it was fine, But yeah, Rosie never had a successful return on Facebook. I think the return process is hard for the buyer. It's probably true.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh yeah, my wife copies my listings on Poshmark. She kills at $5 to $6K a month. Yeah. Well, then that explains why you didn't ask, because you're already there. Yeah, that would be where I'd sell shoes. But Macari, I think if I were you, Tommy, I think I'd go from what you're doing now, probably dip your foot into Macari, and maybe think about Facebook. But Facebook, I don't know. You get a lot of messages for no reason on Facebook. You get a lot of "Is this still available?" crap, and you get and they never ever contact you again, and it just. I don't know. I think if I were you, I'd try Macari.
To be honest, for Tommy, like you said, A6 New Balance, if it's like the lower end ones, like the $15, $20, $30 ones, he might actually have more success on Facebook than Macari.
Maybe. Yeah. I just sold a pair of Chucks on Facebook. So nice. I guess every time I get a Facebook order, I panic because we've canceled so many orders on Facebook because Vendu it randomly disconnects from Facebook, and it doesn't tell you until like the third item you've delisted, and it's like, hey, Facebook's disconnected, and you're like, ah, crap. So I'm not going to go back and look at every one of them. So I'm like, so every time we sell something on Facebook, I'm like, Sarah, do we have this? And she's like, I think so. And then she'll go look at them. She's like, yeah, we do.
You're like, oh man.
I have a feeling I'm getting booted off Facebook if I cancel one more thing, because I think our cancellation rate's around like 20%.
I'm surprised you're still on it at this point.
Here, I'll tell you what it is, because I'm sure everybody will laugh at me. I mean, it's just we don't sell that much on there, so it's that's the reason why. Is because we just don't sell that much. So what little we've sold doesn't really translate into a good. Let's see.
The reason mine is was so good is because when I did that mistake buyout of the Target shoes, the kids ones, when I listed them on Facebook, I was selling like 5-10 a day. So on Facebook, I have like over 400 transactions. So even if I were to get a cancellation, it's only like 1 or 2% instead of like you say you cancel one more, it might skyrocket to like 5-7% more than what you already have right now.
I don't even know where to pull this up.
Seller dashboard and an insight.
Insight?
Yes.
Seller dashboard. Insight. Don't see an insight. Try this again. Seller dashboard.
No. Let's see, selling. Yeah, it says insight right there. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so you just go to selling, and then it's right above where it says get help.
Right above where? Are you on your laptop?
No, I'm on my desktop right here.
Nah, don't see it.
I will figure it out later.
I really want to know what it is though.
So
all I see is overview, last payout, order to fill, orders, offers. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have a tab that just says selling?
Yes.
Click on that,
Yes.
and then it should be inside in the on top of get help in the bottom left hand corner.
Oh.
You got it.
Yeah. No, still don't have it. I have a get
Oh,
help,
okay.
and above my get help is promotions.
Oh wow, you're just completely missing it then.
Nah, whatever. Oh, status. How about that? Nope.
Oh no.
I'm done. Too
You
much
already-
dead air.
You already
It's
kicked
like
off.
it's like 21% or something like that. They've sent me 3 messages saying that you're shipping, and I had thought that we got suspended because for like a week straight we sold nothing, and I was like, I'm not going to cross list anything else until we sell something. And then yesterday we sold something, and I was like, oh, we're not suspended. Whatever. Laura says, I have Levi jeans on Facebook. They're not selling. I put the pricing for padded flat rate. I didn't know. Well, I guess you can do that and just use Pirate Chip.
Oh
I get
yeah.
no messages.
Levi's
yeah,
don't sell.
clothing. What's that?
So Levi's don't sell for me either. I just throw them in the garbage.
Oh, you can send them to me.
Your competition, bro.
Yeah, clothing doesn't sell real well on Facebook. I've stopped listing on Facebook Marketplace. Sales are always super inconsistent. eBay, Posh, and Macari are enough for me. Same. We just did it whenever like our sales in on eBay tanked, like when gas shot up, and everybody just kind of all our sales tanked. We were like, we'll just throw it back on Facebook Marketplace for a little while and see what happens. And yeah, we're really not paying much attention to it these days.
I still do. It's like I still believe. I mean, I'm hoping that one day they will fix all their stuff because when they were new, the platform was amazing. I mean, we were getting consistent sales and it was great. I was even thinking of quitting eBay or Posh just to go to Marketplace. I think we had a full blown convection about it too. Actually,
we were in the same boat. Like when we first started listing on Facebook Marketplace, we were selling a ton of stuff, and we were selling junk for big money, like literal junk. Like we sold broken toys on Facebook Marketplace. Like we were selling. Like we could have put eggs on there, rotten eggs on there, and they would have sold it. Like people were buying anything on Facebook, and then all of a sudden, after the Furby incident, is when it just tanked on us. And then from there, and then we just pulled everything off because we weren't getting any sales, and it was just becoming a pain. And we didn't at one point we didn't know what was sold and what wasn't. So it was like, okay, just pull it all off. We'll start over again if we ever want to do it. And at that time, that was when Posh was doing really well for us, and we were like, yeah, we don't need it. And now they've all kind of leveled out, and we're like, all right, back to Facebook.
I think the problem will happen with Facebook is the fact that you now have all these sponsored ads that are clearly scams, and they just fill everything because they pay it, and there are people who actually buy those things on those ads, and you're never getting anything. Don't fall for those scams.
Yeah.
So and I think that's what happened.
Jimmy's like, you mean I'm not getting my prescription glasses that I ordered off of it?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, dang it.
I ordered some
good.
Oakleys. They're not coming.
I'm not getting my hand warmers.
Your Wish.com hand warmers. You got to plug into the wall.
Yeah. And then it's not even the right plug.
That's right. It's a weird 2-prong. She sells between 80 and 100 pairs a month, but gets more on Posh by 15 to 20 than I do on eBay. She could sell way more, but it holds out for top dollar. Yeah, that's nice. I do.
Shoes, man.
Yeah, jeez. I randomly sold an iPhone case on Facebook Marketplace last week. I should just take down all my listings there because I never list there and rarely make sales. Yeah, that's kind of what we did. Sarah. They saw Adam's Goodwill rant video and got scared, probably. Yeah. It's kind of I don't know. It's turning into a marketplace that just needs to go, or they need to really put some time into it and fix it up.
I really think they should put some time into it.
Yeah.
Well,
so
what do you guys? I want to bring it up, Ed. What do you guys think about the Goodwill reseller site?
yeah, I was okay with it for a minute there, and then somebody in the chat brought up a reason that made me not want to be good with it anymore, is because they're trying to corner the market. So they're trying to take all of their stuff off their shelves and put it onto this thing, and they're trying to. but there's a side of me that doesn't really care because, like I said to everybody else, that if it's run anything like their stores or their corporate offices run, it's going to be a garbage site to be on to begin with. It's going to be worse than Facebook Marketplace. So I don't know. I don't think I'm all that threatened about it. I feel like eBay's established itself enough that nobody's really going to take a big enough bite out of eBay and and make it work. Like Whatnot took a good chunk of eBay's business, but they're losing all that ground that they gained because of all the things that they've been doing. So I guess I'm indifferent about it at the moment because I don't think it's really going to make that all that much of a splash. I feel like Shop Goodwill is where they should have just stopped, because Shop Goodwill works where it is, because it's kind of like a thrift store for everybody in the nation, and it works out because most of the time, unless it's something that everybody knows is a collectible, like if they sell like a Legend of Zelda gold cartridge for NES, then it's going to go for stupid money.
Yep.
But I mean, realistically speaking, how many of us are actually getting that game for enough to be able to turn a profit? Jim, I got 12 of them right here. I got them all for a quarter.
I wish.
But I mean, I feel like if you go to a garage sale, right, and somebody's got that game, even with or without the box, they're not going to be like, yeah, give me a quarter for it. Like, everybody knows that game's worth money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody knows, for the most part, Nintendo games in general are worth money. The only where it kind of you get a little trade off at garage sales is where it's like an obscure game. Like we got the second Punch Out, which is completely impossible to play. The Super Punch Out is what it's called. The first one, Mike Tyson, was awesome because you could actually get to Mike Tyson, and you could beat Mike Tyson if you knew how to do it.
Right.
Second one, when they got rid of Mike Tyson and just called it Punch Out, same thing. You could actually get to, what was his name? Mr. Wonderful or something?
Yeah, didn't he have the mustache?
The guy at the end?
Yeah. Did he have a mustache?
I don't remember. But he was harder than Tyson, but again, you could beat him.
Yeah.
Super Punch Out? I couldn't get past the fourth guy before I was getting knocked out of that ring repeatedly. And so, anyways, like games like that, you can get cheap because people don't know that they're worth money because it's a Super Nintendo game. And they're like, no, it's not the original. So I feel like, to me, like, and again, watch the video tomorrow because I talk about Shop Goodwill. I feel like, to me, it's a good site to find things that people have no idea they're worth money. Because they'll put stuff up like Cabbage Patch Kids, or like Sarah gets a ton of Cabbage Patch Kids up there because people are looking for the ones that have the original clothing and their hair's done, and they're in good shape. And she's looking for all the naked ones that have marks all over them. And so people aren't spending the money on them because they don't think they're worth anything. So I feel like that is where the space where they can continue to do this. Bringing on resellers, they're not going to. I feel like it's a flash in the pan. I feel like it's going to be like Facebook Marketplace. People will start selling on it. They'll make some money on it, and then it'll be like, well, this isn't working anymore.
Well, I think the difference between the two is the fact that Facebook, it already had so many users on it, so that was a big plus there. Yeah. The problem with this one is the fact that who really knows about it? The only people who really know about it is us resellers. I'm not exactly sure how many normal buyers actually know about this. Probably not much. Yeah. And then
this was the comment that got me. They're trying to collect data on what sells so they can pull it from their shelves, and that will become a problem if you source at Goodwill. I feel like a lot, with the exception of Rosie, because her Goodwill rocks. I feel like a lot of us don't really go to Goodwill unless it's the bins. So
right.
I mean, I went to Savers yesterday, and I surprisingly found some shoes that were actually pretty good. But then, of course, you have your Nike Air Max, the very basic ones, $45. Like, they don't even sell for that much.
My favorite is I saw a pair of Air Max at the Red, White, and Blue the last time we were there, and they were asking $65 for them, and they were popped. And I'm like, they didn't even look. They just saw Nike Air Max and old, slapped the $65 sticker on it, and I'm like, they're popped. Like these are never gonna sell.
Did they see my sold listing? Because I sold that.
You sold a pop? You sold a pop pair?
Yeah, remember I told you I sold a pair of Vapor Max for 65.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I guess people buy them. I don't know why, but they do.
Why would you buy a pair of popped ones? That doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe
I mean, I
Tommy
guess
knows, but
how
I
much-
personally don't. I don't know.
How much support could that air really give you? I mean, I guess the majority of it's just going to be structure that's in there.
I mean, I don't know. I really have no idea.
Maybe Tommy knows. Jimmy, do you know?
Because I actually
I don't try to deal with shoes, man. I don't like it.
I tried a pair of those on. They are not comfortable. They are not comfortable at all. It's very, your balance feels off for some reason. Well, not for some reason, because it's so weird.
Yeah.
Your balance just feels off, and it's very narrow for me.
I really like the Air Max, and I tried a pair of them on, and they're not comfortable for me. They're a little too narrow. So but I like the way they look. I just can't get them. At the end of the day, the platforms don't really matter who does what. If you have good items, you can pivot and go anywhere to sell. It's very true. Very, very true. Was just at Savers today. People restore them and then do videos and show it and sell them. Fix a
Really?
flat.
No, I put probably the stupidest thing I did on my Air Maxes. I put silicone in them, man. That was bad. It's like walking on a rock, dude.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I remember did you guys, whenever you were kids, did you color in the bubble with like a marker?
No,
I never had Air Maxes.
I would have got whipped.
Well, any Nike Airs. Nike Airs all had that little like bubble where you could see the air.
little one.
And I would make them the same color as the sneaker or something, so it would be like a blue bubble now.
We always had to get our shoes from Walmart.
Yeah.
I was poor.
I guess it's my rich kid vibes coming out again, I guess.
Dang it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't start. I'm kind of with that. I didn't start getting Nikes until I was probably about 14 because my feet were just growing so much. And
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine your mom buying you a pair of Jordans when you were 12 and then you're growing out of them by the time you're 12 and a
she
half?
did. She did.
Oh.
Yeah. Luckily, because I just made basketball, and then of course Jordans were big, so we all went to Jordans. And by the time I got my shoes to go to the gym, I was like, "Coach, these are too tight, bro." So luckily, there was a kid that couldn't afford them, so my mom's like, "Just give them your shoes. We'll figure it out." And I was like, "Okay."
You remember it was the Jordans were really popular, and then immediately following that was the Reebok pump with the basketball.
Yes,
Like
I love the pumps, man.
I love the pumps.
The Heelys, they were the most popular, and during my time at least.
I don't remember Heelys.
They got the little skate.
Yeah, those
roll
are-
in the back.
Oh yeah. No, those were significantly longer after I was out of high school when those happened.
So,
There's a guy on TikTok that's from Pittsburgh that has a pair of them, and he like dresses up in like vaporwave 80s look stuff, and like has like the big glasses, and he does Heelys everywhere, and he's like he looks really funny too. He's got like a mullet, really funny. But
I just gotta go to Venice to see that.
yes, no, it's funny because it's the way he looks. So you'd have to see it. If I see another one, I'll send it to you. But
was he in the airlocks?
the air, oh yeah, I love the
Were you in
airwalks.
those? Okay.
Yeah.
So those were like
But that was
airlocks with
after-
Jinkos, though.
That was like 15 to 17.
Yeah. Okay. So
Because-
that was probably about when I was 14, and that was going on.
Did you ever try to over pump your pumps? Like the Reebok
Oh, yeah.
pumps? Did
Oh,
you ever
yeah.
try to over pump them? Like your foot was basically turning
Yeah.
blue at some point,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, "This is gonna be fun." I could never get them to blow up, but a friend of mine blew his up. I was like,
mine blew up.
Boom! It's really funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tommy says, "Put slime in the bubble, sell them as Slimers." Boom, for $100K, $1,000. We didn't have Nikes. We weren't that rich.
Wow.
Whatever. We did not have. Mark didn't even have shoes. He had to walk uphill both ways in the snow to school.
Oh,
I bet.
it's my mom's story. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Bearded PokeTuber. I've worn Converse since I was 10. Damn. There you go.
Converse are very uncomfortable for me.
I
They
like
just feel
Converse.
flat.
I like wearing Converse, but you're right. I could not, like, if I had to, I could never wear Converse in Vegas or somewhere where I had to walk a long period of time because your feet would be screaming.
Mhm.
We had whatever shoes and generic macaroni and not Kraft. Kmart blue 3-stripe shoes is what Mark had. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for stopping in.
Rachel.
We don't be buying that Hellman's mayo. Get the generic. She did.
Wow.
She came home with the Walmart Great Value mayo the other day. And I'm like, what is this crap? And then she was like, then the other day we were ordering because she was making pasta salad. And she's like, I'm like, I'm ordering from Walmart. Do you want anything? She's like, yeah, get mayo. But don't get that Hellman's crap. Get the generic. And I'm like, whatever. So now we have a jar of generic mayonnaise in our. It's not bad. It's just. I'm a brand whore, I guess. I don't know. What up? Are we talking shoes? We were. Yeah.
We were.
Yeah. Now we're talking generic mayonnaise.
Yeah.
We put food stamps in our shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Tommy said.
Is that what it looks like? Monopoly money?
That's right.
Yeah,
Mark, I found a legit pair of 1990s Kmart track sneakers in Marshalls last year. Brand new. Still baffled how they got there. That's amazing.
Whoa.
Kmart tracks. How much are they worth?
Yeah.
I bet they were
isn't
worth some money.
Isn't Kmart online still active?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
I miss Kmart.
Me too.
I miss that they had Little Caesars inside.
Little Caesars, but prior to that, they had the snack bar, and the snack bar was better.
Yes. Yes.
By the way, yes, Kmart is still up,
Oh, wow.
and they have Reeboks.
What a surprise!
Walmart.
The Kmart
Uh-oh.
snack bar with the hot dogs and the personal pan pizzas and the ices
And the pretzels.
and the pretzels. Yeah, nachos with cheese.
This pretzel was big.
All good
Eh.
things. And then they
And it was
replaced it all with Little Caesars, and that wasn't bad, but it was no snack bar.
No.
to me, it was because they had the cheese pretzels, the Little Caesars pizza, of course, and just everything was delicious. That's the only reason I want to go to Kmart. And I remember my mom specifically left me and my sister there while she went shopping.
Oh, there you go. And you just ate pizza and couldn't have been happier. I wish they'd open a Little Caesars out here. It's solid. I have nothing bad to say about Little Caesars. For now, if that $5 pizza was $25, it would be terrible. But because it's $5, you're like,
It's
it's $5. I mean, I expected it to taste like cardboard and ketchup, but it's not bad. So he tried to buy I did try to buy Hellman's. So Hellman's is Best Foods to you, Ed, just so you know. Same mayo. Best Foods mayonnaise. Anyways, Best Foods is Hellman's out here. The same brand, different name, different sides of the country.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, yeah.
And Adam doesn't buy yellow mustard. He buys Grey Poupon.
No, actually, Sarah does. I like yellow mustard.
I'm messing with you.
It is true. I do not like Grey Poupon all that much. Sarah does, and she calls me bougie. So there you go. Adam is so bougie. I am not. You guys have groceries, gas stations. That's right, we do. We eat at gas stations all the time. There are still brick and mortar Kmart stores. I thought the last one closed. I swear I saw a news report that the very last Kmart store in the country closed.
I think it's still open.
Ed's doing Kmart near me, one in Oklahoma.
And then we discovered there's still a Blockbuster open.
No, that
that one's still open.
There's
the
one
in Oregon.
In Oregon.
Yeah.
And then
It's not really a blockbuster though.
It is. It is.
It's more of a museum.
Yeah.
No, you can still rent the movies.
You can still rent movies, but there's also, it's more of a tourist attraction. People come to look and.
Yeah, but it's only literally one little space in the back. That's all. That's the museum part.
Okay.
And then when I actually went there, somebody was doing a podcast right there in the corner.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should do that. Live from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Oh, but then I gotta go to Oregon, and I don't want to go to Oregon. Their weat's terrible.
But then
I did 16 hours.
Oh, but there's an In-N-Out in Oregon.
Oh, there is.
Was it?
Yeah, I think
remember.
it's one of the states they're in. Pretty sure. Well, maybe.
I mean,
We're gonna
There is still a Kmart though.
Yes. No, there isn't. It's the one in California, the last one closed in December of last year.
Yeah.
No.
So I mean, their online stores are still presence is still there, but they probably just have fulfillment centers and that's it.
Wonder where it is. Bearded PokeTuber, where's the Kmart? What's wrong with Hellman's? Just like Best Foods. It's the same, actually. Hellman's is Best Foods on the West Coast. It says on the back of the bottle. I could probably get 70 if I waited a long time. I'm keeping them so I remember where it came from and I don't list them. Okay. Little Caesars is disgusting. I love Little Caesars.
Same.
Man,
Little
you-
Caesar is good when it's freshly made. If it's just been sitting in the oven, then yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Well, I mean, it's a $5 pizza. What do you expect? You got to get it. You got to get somewhat fresh. Y'all had bougie Kmart's. All ours had was meth and drug dealers out front. See, Little Caesars pepperoni pizza. Everybody loves it. My wife drove a forklift to Kmart in the warehouse before it closed. That's awesome. Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? Did you guys do that when you were a kid? When you were in your mom's
yeah.
car, you were like telling the oh, you're younger than us. There was a commercial, and for Grey Poupon, and there was the guy this car pulls up next to a Rolls Royce, and there's a guy sitting in the back enjoying his putting Grey Poupon on his sandwich, and the guy next to him in the crappy car goes. And he goes, "Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" He's like, "But of course," and he hands him the bottle of Grey, and that was the whole commercial. So what that turned into was kids in the back of their mom's car at a stoplight, and you're like, and the guy would roll his window down, and you'd be like, "Do you have any Grey Poupon?" And then you'd roll your window up and laugh, and that was the end of it. So,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, it was bad. Bend, Oregon for the last Blockbuster. Yeah, there you go. Haven't seen a Kmart in California at all. I think they all closed down in the state.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They rent it out as an Airbnb as well. Wow.
Here we go.
I love it when
Oh,
these
that's
two,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I love it when these two talk to each other for the first time in the day in the chat. There you go, Mr. Killzone. There's a Kmart near South Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
Problem solved. We could go do a podcast there. I go to South Lake in a heartbeat. There's casinos. There's casinos there, Jimmy. It's right on the Nevada border.
I would just need a 10-minute nap, but we'd make it.
Don't go in the winter.
I bet.
Their snow forecasts are typically in feet.
Oh. So we'd have to get snowshoes.
Yeah, they say things on the news like it's 2 feet. It's not going to be that much.
Hey, but that'll be a great time to do a podcast.
All of a
You
sudden,
snowed it.
cabin. Like, send help. We can't get out the front door.
It'd be totally like black.
Ed burnt the shovel. Ed set the shovel on fire to keep us warm last night. There was no way of getting out.
I set the couch on fire.
That's right. Drew. That's right. That's right. Ed, you've not seen the commercial. No, it's good. You should look that up on YouTube.
Just
That'd be
YouTube it.
fun.
Yeah, just YouTube it.
I remember,
thing-
guys. I'm about 10 years younger than these guys.
No, we know. Yeah, I know. That's why I explained immediately. Last I knew, there was one in New York. Here's the address of the Motoc Highway, Bridgehampton, New York, is the other Kmart. I've personally never had Grey Poupon. Nobody ever asked if I had any. I don't think it was real. It is real.
It's
It
real.
really existed. It really is Dijon mustard, and I don't like it. I'm not a Dijon fan. The only mustards I like are yellow and honey.
Yeah, it depends what it's on. I mean, really. It is strong.
Do you do okay? So, question of the day, since we're off reselling,
Here we go.
soft pretzel.
No
Do
salt.
you go straight up, cheese or mustard?
Mustard with no salt.
No salt.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Because I don't know what it is with Ohio. They put I want my pretzel. I don't want salt. It's like nothing, but it's like salt. I'm like, ugh. I mean,
Yeah, no, you can over salt them for sure.
yeah, and that's what they do. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's not weird if you would. That's what I tell everybody.
Oh no, they're fine. They're
Are you,
fighting.
are you in Europe? Okay.
Is that the police?
Yeah, we get that about once every 2 days or so.
They're fighting.
Is that how they fight?
Yeah.
They just blow the horns at each other.
Oh man, it's pretty.
Blow it
bad.
out your.
Okay, so we'll rephrase the
Okay.
question.
Read
If you
back.
go to Annie Ann's, do Do we know
Okay.
all know what Auntie Anne's is?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you do? Cheese, mustard, or straight up?
I get a pepperoni.
I was to say, I was like, it had to be pepperoni or.
That's all I get. The pepperoni with the marinara.
But to answer your question, I would get with cheese.
Okay. I'm a cheese. Yeah, I don't do the mustard on the pretzel. My dad, I'll never forget, we used to go to like museums or something or whatever, and he'd always get a soft pretzel, and he would load that thing with, like, he would have it on that little paper napkin and just, and I'm like, are you even going to taste the pretzel? Like, it's just mustard at this point.
You want any pretzel with your mustard?
Yeah, loved the. My dad was also like a big time coffee drinker and a chain smoker, so I'm imagining his taste buds were so tamped down that like he needed mustard. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, and then the pretzels that I do get, just like Jimmy said, they just cover it with salt. But mine's is the big chunky salts though.
Same.
Yeah, the kosher salt. Yeah, if they over salted, it's, and if you have like have you ever gotten that salt like in a cavity or something? Oh my god, it's the most painful thing you'll ever. You're like, good. Like that tooth's coming out.
Right. I'd rather just put ice cream in it because it's gonna hurt the same.
It's so bad. Rachel wants to know how old you are, Ed.
I'm 30.
There you go. He's a youngin. I'm about 20 years older, and I've seen it. Yeah, cinnamon sugar with cream cheese is good at the Auntie Anne's. I will give you that. So, Shorty's in for cheese. Salt, not mushy. Bread pretzel has to be crunchy on the outside. There you go. I like it.
Okay.
But also mustard. Got it. I make a spicy beer cheese to dip in pretzels. I have at work. That sounds really good.
Is it actual beer?
Yeah. The beer cheese is really good. We actually, when we went out to lunch the other day, we actually had beer cheese with our poutine, which I never thought of doing, but it actually works. Do you know what poutine is? French fries, cheese curd, gravy. Cheese curds are just chunks of cheese. So, cheese curd.
So good right now.
So good. But then you throw beer, like a dipping beer cheese in with this thing. Whew! Off the chain. It's so good. I want to go back actually for just that. You know, most countries have air raid sirens. Ed has horns to alert. That's right.
Think about like this, Tommy. If there were be a drive-by right here during the live, and you see a bullet shooting by, you would just see me do it like this, and just go back to the live.
It's like, oh, hold on. You're good. It was only a 22. Amateurs.
I'm still alive.
Oh, that's funny. I sold pretzels when I catered the country fairs and shows. Always had to thaw them out the night before. Yeah. Sarah's the
Were they
reseller
actually pretzels?
The reseller cabbie has not sold yet. We just had a new bid. He's up to $50. I don't know how much time's left on him. Let's see. Let me check. He's got 19 hours and 42 minutes left. Poutine. Poutine's a big. It's Canadian. A lot. You find it's a lot more common in Canada. Cheese curds, gravies, and potatoes. So good. Yep, it is really good. I would kill for some poutine. Let's see. It's over tomorrow. Let's see. I'm working currently. Get out at 11:30, and we'll be going to Taco Bell. I'm taking suggestions.
Number 8. Oh wait, it might be different for you. Might be different for you guys.
What's
actually.
number 8?
The Doritos tacos.
Yeah, I do like. Supreme or not Supreme?
Supreme. Always Supreme.
See, I don't like their Supreme tacos because they go way too heavy on that sour cream.
Not here. Right here, it's just
Really?
like one little dab and that's it.
That's what I would prefer, and then I'd like them. But here, it's like the whole, like the meat mixture looks like sour cream with a little bit of meat in it. Like it's like this orange sour cream because there's just the meat, and they go insane with it. And I'm like, no. So I just get the regular tacos. So I'm gonna go though with the quesarito because I love the steak quesarito, which is a burrito. Instead of just having the taco shell, it's a cheese quesadilla they use to wrap the burrito up. That's my go-to.
Oh wow! Oh, that one, yeah. And then there's cheese in the right between both of them.
Yeah,
right?
it's two tortillas stuck together. They melt the cheese and then they make a burrito out of it.
Yeah.
Really good. You have a suggestion for her, Jimmy?
Oh, and try the Dragon Paradise. That thing is delicious. Oh, if you
I'll
guys
just be
have
boring.
it, actually.
Just bean burritos. I'm good.
Bean
And
and
a
cheese or
Baja
just
Blast.
bean?
Bean and cheese.
No, gotcha. I like the bean and cheese. It's over tomorrow. Poutine. Yeah, the cravings box. Sarah got that the other day. It's just a bunch of tacos and bean burritos. It's actually pretty good. We might actually have to get that after the show.
I just get the party pack.
There you go. I like it. Peter PokeTuber says Chalupa Supreme Crunch Wrap and a Baja Blast Light Ice. I like it. Yeah, Sarah does call it the Mega Pack. We have a place called Maple Leaf Cafe that serves Canadian poutine. Oh, that sounds awesome. I love poutine. I highly recommend it if you ever have the opportunity to have poutine. It's quite good. So, what else do we want to talk about? What'd you have to eat up? What'd you eat on vacation? Did you get anything different, or just In-N-Out Burger the entire time you were there?
No, we got it going up because Belen was mad that I had it 2 days prior for 2 days straight.
Now she knows how we feel.
So I promised her that. But when we went up there, we had pizza from the supposed best pizza place there.
Yeah.
And then I cooked breakfast and some lunch, and then I just rested for the rest of the day. But no, we didn't really have anything special.
Okay. Was the
But I
pizza
overpaid
good?
for a lot. The first one, yes. The second one, not so much. I paid $65 for 2 large pizzas.
Woo!
And the reason I thought it was going to be good is because they had their own little trailer wood burning oven that they brought up there with them,
Yeah,
thinking it was
wood
going to be
fire's normally really
delicious. It was not good at all.
good. Not so much, huh?
Worst $65 ever, and I know I overpaid.
But that happens when you're on vacation. We paid $125 for 2 frozen drinks in Las Vegas. So,
Frozen drinks?
still bitter about this. Yeah, so like when you're walking around Vegas in the summertime, you see these people holding these really massive like plastic frozen cocktails, and you can drink outside and you can drink anywhere in Las Vegas as long as it's not in your car while you're driving. And so we stopped at like this. They have these little like things outside where you can stop and get a frozen drink. So we stopped, and like me and Sarah both ordered a frozen drink, and then she's like, "Okay, let me total this up for you," and she's like, $126, and I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, you got you upgraded to this and upgraded. You got extra shots in this and this." And then I'm like, we didn't like. And I'm looking at the menu and there's no prices. And I'm like, why didn't I ask how much this was before I did this? Like, I'm such an idiot. But in the same respect, like, you're a jerk for thinking this is we're remotely close to reasonable. Like, and it wasn't like they were massive. They weren't like 2 yards or something. Like, it wasn't. It was like this big. And it was a good sized drink, and I mean, it was decent, but $125, like, you've got to be kidding me. Like,
Wow.
when we went to Atlantic City, they had similar areas outside, and me and Sarah were so skeptical because like we walk in and we're like, okay, if we get this size, how much is it? She's like, it's $15, like it says right there. And we're like, and if I get that one, is it still $15? And she's like, yes. I'm like, okay, now if I get the next size up, what happens if I get that one with the next size up? Then it's $27. And we're like, okay.
You're sure?
No extra add-ons here.
I do have to ask, actually, and I just barely noticed it today. Why'd you want to start a travel blogger channel?
I did.
I just realized. I don't know if anybody else knows about it.
No, I haven't really been talking about it. I was trying to let it kind of grow on its own.
Oh.
But I mean, I'll talk about it. Just because we travel a lot and people think we're funny, outside of reselling and things of that nature. So we were like, and those videos to me have legs because there's no amount of there's no window of time. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody watched one of my reselling videos from 2 years ago, most of that information might not be valid anymore. Like, some of it might still be, but most of it wouldn't be because of trends and because of COVID and because of all the many things that have changed. Whereas Atlantic City, for the most part, is not going to change that much in the next 10 years. So if someone's looking for what the Hard Rock looks like inside in Atlantic City, they're going to stumble upon my video. So I figured I'd do it. And I'm not great at it yet. It's a lot different than filming like in stores and stuff like that. It's a lot of B-roll. Like a lot of B-roll. Like most of it's B-roll. Like 90% of it is me just walking around wherever and then my voiceover. Like, and that's it. And it's, I don't know. It's entertaining. I got a bunch of other ones to put out for Atlantic City. I just didn't want to flood the channel with like 15 videos all in the same place and just be like, hey, here's Atlantic City. But like, I'm going to put like 3 out every other week and just kind of keep going in that direction. So, but like a good example of what I didn't really know is, or didn't really do right, was we went to Bally's, which had a carousel bar in it, which is exactly what you think it is. It's a bar that spins around. And then we went to dinner, so I was going to combine those 2 videos. But what I didn't do, I shot a video of us walking into Bally's. I shot a video of us on the escalator going into the casino. I shot a bunch of stuff around the casino. I shot a bunch of stuff around the carousel bar, all that stuff. I did not film anything out in front of Bally's. So the only thing I can do is I filmed a whole walk down the boardwalk. So I'm going to have to take a portion of that and be like, we're going here to this big tower right here. So... But I mean, it was cool. Yeah. I thought we, I don't know. I just figured I'd give it a shot.
I saw the burger. It looked really good.
The burger was good.
Yeah, because I was just scrolling through all my videos, and all of a sudden yours pops up, and I see Adam. Was like, wait a minute, this isn't this channel. And then I was like, oh, I know what this is now.
It was the Pittsburgh Picker Live channel, and it transferred into our travel channel.
Just know you're gonna get a lot of hate, because
I don't care.
Because I have the same thing too. But I don't really work on that at all. But I just did a random video when I took my kids to John's, the John's and Curl Pizza.
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot of B-rolls, just random me just looking around and everything.
Yeah.
And then one of the comments I get, this is not even a review. It's like, it's your video sucks. No wonder you only have 18 subs. Yeah. And now I'm like, well, for one, I never said it was a review video. It was just me going there.
Yeah.
And then I don't really focus on this channel, so it's like, I don't really care.
I'm in the reseller space. I'm used to getting hate. It doesn't bother me. Yeah. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, I mean, we plan to travel a lot, so I figured I'd just start documenting it, and I thought it was something fun to do. And it's really easy to film. Like when you're out walking around doing stuff, you just walk around. But the restaurant reviews are a little more complicated. That's something that you kind of gotta focus on a little more and show pictures of the food and the menu and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just thought it would be fun.
It's hard though because then you can't really enjoy where you're at either, because you're focusing more on making the video than actually enjoying where you're at. At least for me.
I had plenty of time. I filmed a lot of B-roll and then just talked about it, and then. Oddly enough, the video that's doing the best is the one where we went to Caesars on the board, Caesars Atlantic City, and we played the stupid money wheel, which is the worst odds in the house. It's literally just a wheel. You pick a number and it goes around, and if you get the number, you win. And I just filmed like 15 minutes of us playing whatever money we had in that thing, and people were watching it. So I'm like,
hey.
Those videos actually get a lot more attention than reselling videos, and it's just hard to find what to make with those kinds of videos, in my opinion.
I don't think you get a lot of subs though. I think a lot of it is people just, like when we were going to Vegas, I know Jimmy was watching every Vegas thing he could find on YouTube. I was too. The only reason I subscribed to the one guy, or the 2 people, well, no, 3 people, was that I actually found them all intriguing. Like the one Bob Dingo, the Australian guy, he's there. I swear he lives there, but he doesn't. He lives in Arizona, and he's there every other week or something like that. So I feel like subs are kind of hard to get, because most people are just searching like Atlantic City Boardwalk Tour, and then they're watching the video, and they're done with it. So...
But the subs that you do get, like the ones that really like you, they're there for every video that you put out.
Well, good. I need that. Rosie will probably end up getting spicy potato soft tacos, but I know you could get the chalupa with chicken. Yeah, Sarah loves those spicy potatoes. Too spicy for me. Had a lady in Hawaii come and put a parrot on my shoulder and said it would be $10. I said nope, and then she started screaming. I laughed and pushed the bird off. Tourist traps, man. Spicy potato is life. They would do the same in New Orleans. They have those big drinks you can walk around Bourbon Street with. There's a place called Pat O'Brien's. They're known for their hurricane. Well, what a mess. That will mess you up. Yeah. Well, they're probably not $125. 2 years ago, I would say 2 hours ago. Gas station food reviews by the Pittsburgh chefs. That's right. Let's see. Food would be crazy hard. Everyone has such different tastes. I have been to so many places Food Network celebs recommended, and to me, they're average at best. Yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives, for the most part, everything I've been to from him has been decent. But a lot of the other ones, no.
Is that guy?
Yeah, it's Guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. I trust him.
I feel like he knows his food, but I don't know, because he went to several places out here. One of them was Permane Brothers, and then the other one was Kelly O's Diner, and then both of them are great. So, and I like dives. I like little diners and stuff like that. So, but yeah, but you're right, Tommy. Like a lot of the celebrity chefs recommend like Nobu or something like that, and you're like everybody recommended that place we went after our wedding, that Chinese restaurant. There were so many high recommendations for that place, and that place stunk. Like, not literally stunk, but it was just, the food was crap. They were focused so much on being like crazy authentic Chinese, but yet fine dining, and it was just like, this is all garbage. Like, this is terrible. This food is all terrible. Like, there's nothing good about it. And to top it off, it's expensive and the portions are really small. So, yeah, it's just...
I mean, if you want to go to the best food, just go to the street at nighttime with some tacos and you're good to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I have no problem with that.
Every food truck here at nighttime, every taco stand, those always beat out all the restaurants that you can sit down in.
Oh yeah.
I wish we had that kind of thing, because there was a taco truck that used to park up on near our house, and he stopped doing it because Chipotle opened. But his food was amazing. It was so good. And he stopped because Chipotle pretty much put him out of business. So,
I mean, Chipotle is good, but I would always go to the little taco truck than go to a big store chain.
I used to love Chipotle. Like, I ate Chipotle all the time in California, and I ate it once or twice here. But then this one that opened near my house, both times I got sick. Like, not violently sick, but I felt terrible. Like, my stomach was upset all night, and I was in and out of the bathroom frequently, and it wasn't good. And then the last couple times Sarah has gone there, it's just been filthy, and there's food all over the floor, and none of the employees are working. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not ordering from there. So, yeah. The problem is how long after the show aired that you go to them.
Oh, that's true. Basically, when they air that show, how long? Say that they recorded a year, and then they barely show it today, which would be a big 1 year gap.
Yeah. We live right above a Twisted Root in Texas, and we hate that place, and they changed after the show aired and stopped seasoning food. Oh, great.
Bland.
I can't stand unseasoned food.
No.
When I see people make chicken and they put like nothing on it, and you're like, that's gonna taste literally like grease. Is what that's gonna taste like. Have you ever seen anybody do that? Like, they'll just throw a piece of chicken in a pan with oil, and you're like, no salt and pepper whatsoever, huh? Or they'll put a little bit of salt on it and a little bit of, and you're like,
what you just do nothing. They do nothing.
I did that when I was learning to cook, but now I know
you have
differently.
To. Yeah, you have to. And steak is the same way. Like, you ever had an unseasoned steak? It's not that good. Yeah. So, I spent $300 at this gas station. Let's see how far we can drive before I have to stop and find a restaurant. Put it in the comments. Your best guess, and subscribe.
Wait, Mark is driving to the place right now?
No, Mark's making fun of me.
I'm about to say
42 miles. Oh God, what are you driving? Bearded PokeTubers here driving a NASCAR. He's got Dale Jr.'s old car.
Driving the Hummer?
Yeah, I think you still made 42 miles. 3 hours. Adam overseasons everything that's wrong. I do love salt though. Adam is Salt Bay.
You have to over season everything. Even Belin doesn't like it when I cook because she knows that I over season everything. But that's the best way, in my opinion.
Yeah, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Salt Bay though.
Nah.
This guy with his gold. He has a restaurant in Vegas that serves a gold wrapped tomahawk steak.
I keep hearing about that. It does not sound good.
It's like $500 or something insane. It's cooked by him and it's gold wrapped, and you're like, I don't want metal on my steak. Like, no.
Don't they actually have edible gold flakes?
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a gold slugger.
It's the only reason I know too.
I was like, there you go.
I could taste it.
Yeah, I was like,
thinking about
it.
Oh, it's like drinking Big Red. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you might as well drink gasoline.
You can tell as soon as they pour that how thick it's gonna look. It's like pouring out maple syrup. It's so thick, and it smells like cinnamon, and you're like, this is not gonna be a good day.
No,
tomorrow is gonna be a hard morning.
It's gonna hurt.
Steak is art. If you need anything more than salt and pepper, you're doing it wrong. Truth. Is he shirtless? No. I'm not Salt Bay. That guy's so weird. I did, however, see one of our salt trucks in Pittsburgh has him right near the salt spreader for whenever it snows. He's sitting there like this, and the salt's coming out the back of the truck.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. All right, well, time flies when you're having fun, guys. So
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it either, actually.
yeah.
But by the way, guys, just really quick, remember, first class did go up, and it is hella expensive for £1 rate now.
Yep.
It's really expensive. It's almost
as
$7.
much- Yeah, it's almost as much as a flat rate envelope if you're sitting at £1. So anything 13 ounces and under, though, is not that much more. So,
I think it's like 20 cents or so.
yeah, something like that.
Nice.
So
Yeah, because I had something set for $5.50 flat for £1, the 13 to £1. I just shipped it out today. It was $6.98 or something like that. I'm like, oh gosh,
yeah,
that's bad. So just that way you guys know.
It's just all part of the fun. Anywho, what do you guys got coming up this week?
So for me, I released a video today, like 5 reasons why you might not be making sales. I haven't made a video in I think like a week and a half, and of course for good reason. I was on vacation, so I started that one off. I might make a couple more videos. One of them, I believe, was about another bad buyer or possible bad buyer, and then the other one's just gonna be a short one about how eBay Open is doing in-person events again.
3 cities, right? Austin,
Yes.
LA, and New York.
And New York, yes.
Yeah.
So just really quick about that. I'm more than likely going to be attending the Los Angeles one.
I was going to ask you actually if you were going.
Yeah, so more than likely I'm going to go. I'm more than likely going to go by myself because it's literally down 30, 40 minutes for me.
Sure. I don't think I'm going.
But yeah, so I'm just see if I can make a video there, but that's not until September anyway. So, and then other than that, just my usual random Instagram posts that I do, and that's about it.
There you go. Jimmy, what do you got going?
See, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, is the Jimmy and John show with Bama Picking and Grinning on my channel this week. And I may film a estate sale on Thursday because they have a lot of hats. And I've already had permission to film in there. So
oh, nice.
Good. They just asked if I was like, I just want to film the hats. I don't care about anything else because there's a whole bed of hats, man. And
nice.
So
make sure you get the fighting part.
Yeah, they're like 25 people, like because it's in like a duplex. So
okay.
So I have to ask my boss if I can go.
Just come down with the flu or something. You'll be fine.
Yeah. or I'll be like, I can't see myself. I can't see today. Why? I can't see myself being there. No.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Other than that,
I'm calling in happy, and I'm going to stay out of the work today. Tomorrow, we've got where I've got the video coming out. Some tips and tricks to make the most of your sourcing while things are so expensive. So that's going to be coming out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Here's your card back.
I'm doing something.
Okay.
Busy.
She's busy. And then this coming Thursday, we've got Pittsburgh Picker Live with special guest Superfast Tortoise is going to be on. We're going to be checking in with him, seeing how reselling's been going over the last year. So check that out. The link should already be up, or the show should
Yes.
already be up. So
They're up.
check that out. And then me and Sarah will be back live on Sunday. So that's about it for all of us. You guys have anything else you want to chat about before we get out of here?
As usual, for those who are just in the background listening, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
That means you, Dave.
Yes, Dave.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next Monday.
See you guys.
Hi, guys.
Good day, sir.